Namaste, namaste, everybody. Good to see everybody here. We have some people that are here for the first time. We have some people who haven't been here in a long time. So it's always wonderful because you always have a mix of light workers who show up at any time, and it's never exactly the same thing. It's different every time, which is why it gives me the opportunity to kind of talk a little bit about the anchoring light and what this is all about. And we do have a beautiful light worker here that's actually on the Zoom part of it. That is Deborah. Again, welcome. Everybody that's here at the center has been here before. Now, one of the things that I want to talk about is the anchoring light, because it's 15 years. And why are we showing up and light workers, okay, not just me, but other people show up every Monday without fail, okay, to the anchoring light transmission meditation. What is it? Why is this going on for 15 years? And before I get started, I just want to say to each individual, many of you are going to get this in your feed. Okay, some of you know that this comes on at this time and you may be looking for it, but most of you will get it later on in your feed. It's just an invitation to anybody whose senses and feels resonate that would like to be a part of this. It's open to anybody who wants to do this. That's holding the higher heart of compassion and unconditional love, a sense that there needs to be love in the world, that what's going on in the world, you know, the ugliness, the division, the suffering and so forth, that has to change, then this is the place you need to be. And how do we do this? Yes, you're going to do it in your own way. You know, we all are our own individual puzzle pieces. In our own way, we make a difference in the world. But most certainly, as we come together as light workers, okay, and bind our lights together, that's also another extremely powerful way of impacting the planet and moving it into the higher vibrations where we can actually ascend. So and so we invite you to go on our Facebook page. If this is, you're seeing this for the first time and interested, please go to the Cosmic Center Spiritual Light Facebook page, and you will see the Anchoring Light Transmission Meditation with Baba Sharon. And that is me, that's my spiritual name, Baba Sharon. So how did the anchoring light and what is it? Well, first of all, the anchoring light is what I call a divine directive. Okay. And initially in the divine directive, I got it from, I would say, closer to the gravitational pull of the earth, beyond the earth, but closer to the earth. It started out really with what I would call extraterrestrial, higher intelligence communication in service of unconditional love, you know, because you have to be discerning in everything. And it came from this love. I would say that it was, for those of you who are aware of this, the Pleiadians, that's who showed up. And although I have a very strong connection to the Arcturians, very, very strong, and that's another topic at another time, it was the Pleiadians who made their presence known. I had different experiences with that. The bottom line, this was in the beginning of my very great awakening. And they are the ones that said to me, how can you tell the difference between light and dark? Light is inclusive, dark is exclusive. Because at that very time, I was also being recruited by another organization where that letter begins with the letter I. So these two forces were here at the same time. And I was like, I'm the light. That's the light. That's who I am. So what ended up happening with that, it was a great awakening. And in fact, I was just telling somebody, you know, in our dream states, we have other experiences. We're doing things on other levels. But, you know, the bottom line is I was sort of like aware of the book of Earth. And the book of Earth was like, take those rose colored glasses off. Let us tell you some stuff that's really going on. And so the request of saying we need the consciousness of humanity to remember who they are and how powerful they are. How powerful they are, because they are divine co-creators. Okay. And some are not awakened to this yet. They don't remember who they are, that they hold the similitude of the divine. Okay. They hold the image of the divine and the power they hold as a result of that, and the co-creation of that, who they are. Everybody else in the multiverse knows about the Homo sapiens, okay, what is really the Adam Kadmon. We are the divine human on a way, way, way higher aeon to where we find ourselves now. So it's bringing in that clarity as to who we truly are, and triggering our cosmic memory. Yeah, I feel this way. I sense this more. I don't know. What did that dream mean? I don't know. I got this intuition. I have this sense of knowing. Those are the higher parts of yourself trying to come through. And as a friend of mine, Clark, said, the veil is thinning and thinning. Yay. Okay. And that is because of all of those, not just our generations before, the ancestors, those have always held the light, no matter how dark it's gotten in. Even if they had to go underground, they still held the light. And here we are, probably we are those same ancestors coming back again, holding the light for the planet. So the whole idea of the anchoring light transmission meditation is also the awareness that we are interdimensional beings, that we're not just limited to the five senses here and this little parameter of this little planet, but there's so much more of what we are and what we have access to. Okay, so ESP, and they're called different names for that. And now that's more coming out. Oh, can you speak to people who have passed on the other side? Yeah, that's been happening for a while. Hey, are the shamans really seeing other world? Yeah. Okay, what's that ceremonial about? So you begin to say, well, this has always been part of our human experience. You've always had the prophets and, the people that has some sort of direct information to share with all of that. So this is nothing new. This is just bringing in it now to a more clear awareness as we are lifting the frequency of the planet. And so now the anchoring light, as the name implies, has been to anchor light to the planet. It's one of many pinpoints of light on the planet. So the gathering of light workers, in whichever way that happens, the gathering of the light tribe, okay, combining our energies and lights together, help to bring in, and what I understand, literally open up portals and gateways. If anybody feels like, oh, who am I can't do anything, you have no idea of the clue of who and how powerful you are, and particularly when we come together. So the anchoring light was there to, one, bring a tribe of light together. No longer are we limited in time and space. Anybody globally now, through the technology that's available, which is reflective of the fifth dimension. Okay, our outside world is reflective of our inside world. We're moving into that fifth dimension and many more beyond the fifth dimension. So we just have this outward expression of technology, which can be used for good or not. We're using it for good, okay, to move the consciousness of humanity together. And how wonderful. We have 15 people on Zoom. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people here at the center itself. Okay, so no longer we have expanded our ability to touch the hearts and minds of people from all around the world. What the Palladians had said, and they were the words to ignite it, they said, first of all, light workers have to know who each other are. Okay, where are you going to find a tribe? There has to be a pinpoint for somebody to come and meet. And so much has happened in these 15 years. We've had marriages, we've had business relationships, we had babies born. I mean, all kinds of connections have happened because it's the tribe coming together, okay, triggering each other to remember who they are. And guess what? We are consciously aware, it's not just us, but who we're connected to, which is in the higher realms of light. As Jesus the Christ said, my Father has many mansions. There's myriads and myriads, okay, of worlds that are out there. And the scientific community is just realizing that with shamans and your priestesses and, you know, your prophetesses, and all of them knew that, hey, time travel and other levels of consciousness and other realities have always existed. Okay, we are just now waking up. Orbs have always been here. We just got the technology to capture it now. So we're just waking up to this higher reality as to who we are and what we're here to do. So now you know who we are. You look at the world and you say, well, wow, there's some things here that are not all that great. What can I do? Well, coming together, okay, with thought. You have to remember that energy follows thought. And you come with compassion in your heart because you care. Those are powerful, powerful energies. And you just having that on your own sends out, and we don't even have a clue how it ripples throughout the cosmos. Okay, when you have a life review later on, or from whether new place that you're at, you'll take a look and see the impact that you had, and just that smile to that person, or just being kind in your heart, or caring, how that has, we don't even know that we are in the process of creation, new worlds that will come in a higher vibration because of what we do. It's that powerful. And so the anchoring light, okay, the whole concept behind it is that we are the boots on the ground. We're the ones closest to this three-dimensional material world. Okay, the ascended masters of light, the saints, whatever names you want to call them, the radiant ones, okay, the Christ consciousness, the divine Maitreya, okay, that unconditional love frequency needs the connection, okay, of the physical, mental, and material that we chose to come into. By the way, many of us volunteered to be here. Okay, we're closest to the earth to anchor the light. So when we come together, we are not just doing this by ourselves. There are many, many layers in the spiritual hierarchy, okay, from star beings to the ascended masters to many different names of the radiant ones, the ancient ones, the ancient of days. There's so much. The idea is that we come to anchor light. And as we come to anchor light to this beautiful planet, we don't even realize how that goes and ripples out and impact other celestial bodies. And if we're holding this energy, choose to hold this energy, then how do you think it's impacting us? It will accelerate your spiritual path because you've come here with a sense of compassion and higher service. So the idea between the anchoring light is that as we choose to come together as the family of light, that other radiant family of lights on other dimensions and realities gather along with us. So we are both doing this in the physical, in the visible and the invisible realms. Because we remember we're not just this, we're in a body. We remember that we are in status with the higher realms of light because we are spiritual beings. And so when we come together, we literally create an interdimensional communion of many, many layers. And who has the most impact on the planet? We do, because we are made of the earth. We are made so we can take what's up there and bring it and anchor it down. So the ascended masters, the family of light, need us as much as we need them. So if you had any self-esteem problems, this should take care of that, okay, as to how important and what an important role you play in our own particular way. So that is the anchoring light. That's what we do. And most certainly, I can say that we are blessed beyond measure to have this wisdom that comes to us, but most certainly channeling in this energy, okay, that not only raises our vibration, but raises the entire planet. Okay, so with that, I'm going to say namaste to our Facebook Live light workers. We will see you next time. And as I said, just look at the Cosmic Center Spiritual Light Facebook page. You'll see Anchoring Light, Transmission Meditation with Baba Sharon. Sign up just one time to register, then you can come. Namaste.